Good day, everyone. My name is Jalen Whitaker, and today I will be presenting my favorite chapter in the textbook, Interplay, which is part 3, Dimensions of Interpersonal Relationships, founded on page 271. This chapter delves into the different dimensions of interpersonal relationships. I found it very interesting and impactful. Throughout my presentation, I will be discussing the terms, theories, and ideas expressed in the chapter that had the greatest impact on me. What I learned the most from this chapter is how I will incorporate what I learned into my everyday communication interactions and what I learned about myself and my communication style. First of all, the notion intimacy was one of the most significant ones used in this chapter. A feeling of closeness and union between two people is how the chapter defines intimacy in Interplay, page 271. This idea helped me understand the value of emotional connection in relationships and how important it is for people to be honest and vulnerable to develop closeness. One more idea that caught my attention was self-disclosure. The act of divulging personal information about oneself to another person is called self-disclosure. This idea got me thinking about how much of myself I'm prepared to divulge in a relationship, and how self-disclosure may be utilized to strengthen bonds between two people. In addition, I gained much knowledge about the many facets of interpersonal relationships and how they influence our communication exchange. For instance, the chapter discusses the physical dimension of relationships, which is the idea that our interactions with others may be influenced by how we feel and look. This can also be found in Interplay, page 271. This got me thinking about how crucial it is to pay attention to nonverbal signs in communication, since they're frequently revealed more than what is vocally expressed. I want to pay closer attention to my nonverbal cues and be more open and sincere with the people I contact daily as a result of what I have learned. I also intend to work on my self-disclosure and active listening skills to improve my relationship with others. In terms of what I discovered about myself and my communication style, I frequently prefer verbal communication over nonverbal communication and tend to be more guarded when disclosing personal information. This got me thinking about how my communication style can affect the connections I have and how I might improve my communication by being more deliberate. For my second source, I found an article on Psychological Today called Emotional Connections Make Us Healthier, which discusses the value of emotional connections in relationships and how it may result in more fulfillment and pleasure. In addition, the author offers advice on developing emotional traits with people. The article would be a helpful supplement to my presentation because I found it pertinent to the ideas covered in the chapter. I have learned a lot about the many dimensions of relationships and how they affect our communication and interaction as a result of reading the chapter from the dimensions of interpersonal relationships and interplay. I have discussed some of the main ideas and concepts that interest me in this presentation, as well as how I intend to use what I have learned daily. I appreciate you listening, and I hope I found the lecture enlightening and education. I appreciate your time, and again, I hope you found my presentation useful.